Today I'll show you how to take a plain art journal cover and make it pretty. Stay tuned. So I'm starting out with a large Dylusions art journal that I filled up. I accidentally put matte medium on there instead of gesso. So anyways, here I go with the gesso, and I'm just going to cover the whole cover with the gesso and then dry it with the heat tool. Once the gesso is dry, I'm just dabbing on some high flow acrylic in teal and spreading it around randomly with a palette knife. Some places it's thick and some places it's thin. I just want to get the whole cover with some color underneath it. Here I'm adding yellow oxide, and where I go over the teal I get kind of a pretty green color, and other places where it's on the white I just retain the yellow. Again, just spreading it with the palette knife, not thinking about where it's going really, just getting it on there. And then I'm going with some titanium white, and this one I especially want it thicker in some places and thinner in others, so just more scraping where you want it thin and less where you want to leave it thick. And just drying that off really well. Now I've taken some Holtz collage paper pieces in the pattern is called Typography, one of my favorites. Laid down a layer of matte medium, and then I'm going over the top of each of those pieces with more matte medium, brushing from the middle to the outside, and then making sure that I get all the edges glued down really well, patching a little bit there where I needed it. And now you can see why I wanted to put the color down first and push it back a little bit with that titanium white, because when you put the papers down, the white part of the paper goes completely clear, transparent, and you see all the colors underneath. So I just tore the papers to fit the covers of the book. And then I let that dry, started it with the heat tool, let it dry, and then I applied some watered down titanium white here and there just to kind of push some of the type back. And now I'm going in with the yellow oxide to just paint just the spine place, the spine area. I didn't put any paper there because that's where the book bends and I didn't want it to tear. So I skipped that part when I was putting the paper down, and I'm just applying a nice pretty thick layer. It's a transparent color, so, and then just cleaning up the edges a little bit. After that was completely dry, really dry, I used this glue to put underneath these pieces of washi tape, because washi tape has a tendency to kind of pull up after a while, and I wanted it to stay really well, so I put some glue under there, put down the washi tape, and then I'm just using a little bit of water to wipe off the excess glue. And I left the book sitting flat for quite a while after this, until everything was really super dry. But I wanted to just kind of flip through it here before I signed off to show you what's inside. So the second half is primarily just graphite portraits that I've drawn. I had started this art journal with mixed media, and then I didn't use it for a while, and when I picked it up again I was kind of into graphite portraits. So the last half is all graphite portraits, and the beginning is different mixed media pieces that I was just playing with. And I'll show you those in a second. Just flipping through there, we'll go back to the beginning. And these are just some mixed media pieces that I did. There are some videos, I think, of me doing some of these if you want to look in my mixed media playlist, but that's it. And then because I had taken the band, the elastic band, off the art journal so I could do the covers, I just took one of these hair ties, elastic hair ties, and tied it around. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.